Hello, welcome to another episode. And today we're kind of looking at nostalgia again, at least for me, being a child of the 80s, the decade of excess and decadence and everything that had to do with being a child. Um, in the last video we did Garbage Pail Kids because stickers were a big thing in the 80s. Another thing I forgot about talking about stickers was uh, in school, the teachers would always give you these stickers too that would say like "good job" or "A plus" or blah blah blah, and they'd have like an apple in it or a banana, like these different characters, and you could like scratch and sniff them, and they were fucking awesome. So it was always worth your while to do a good job in school, so you could get one of those stickers. But anyway, another thing in the 80s was color. I mean, color was popping in the 80s. Like, if you could market color, you did. You had light brights. You had coloring books with like more thick pages became available, so you could use markers for coloring books. Um, Shrinky dinks. Shrinky dinks were big too. Shrinky dinks were these larger. Um, it's almost like plastic, I guess you could say, but not like quite. There was something about the plastic that made it kind of unique, and it felt kind of like coarse a little bit. And you'd color the plastic, for whatever different like characters or whatever you would buy, like He-Man or some shit like that. And you'd color them in, and they looked kind of like light because you're basically using like a special marker to color on plastic. And then you put them on a cookie tray and you put them in the oven and you bake them, and they shrunk. And then they were like hard, and they got like a little bit more harder because they shrunk, and the colors popped a little bit more. And then you kind of just looked at them and were like, "Wow, that's awesome!" And then you did nothing with them. Maybe you could like use them as toys or something, action figures. Maybe, I don't know. I don't quite remember what I did with mine. Um, but yeah, I mean there was a lot of different things with colors. Those are just some of the things. There's a whole lot more that I'm sure I'm missing. But one of the other things was they used to make. And they did paint by number too. So you would buy it looked like a big coloring book, and the picture would have all these numbers, and then you'd have a paintbrush and like eight little things of paint, all numbered 1 through 8, and then you colored them by the number. Anyway, one of the other things that they had was invisible ink coloring books. And at a recent trip to the store, I was looking at a shelf with some collectible stuff on it, and I turned around, and this was sitting on the shelf. They had different ones now. Were they about the same size? Like, this is relatively a small book, like compared to my hand here, as you can see. So yeah, they were like this size. I remember them being this size. I don't remember them being this thin. But then again, as a kid, some things just seemed bigger. Um, and maybe they were bigger. I don't know, but this like seems the right size to me. So this one is Marvel's Avengers, and they call this Imagine Ink mess-free marker, where you reveal a rainbow of colors. So you get this one marker, which basically is like water. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's like water. And it's called a mess-free marker, and then you get 16-page game book. Ooh, magic pictures and games inside. So I already kind of popped off the seal to take that out. So we'll take a look at the marker, and I thought this would just be fun to look at. So see, it's got a clear tip, and if you just go like this, I mean, it's like moisture, like water. So I'll put that on, and I don't have to explain how this book works. Let's see what it says here, how this book works. So you just go like this. Oh, look at that. Yeah, magic ink was like a big thing too back then. Use your Imagine Ink marker to search for and reveal hidden images. So we're not going to do the first picture. And we're not going to do a game. Well, maybe we will. Help Iron Man catch Red Skull. Follow the arrows. Hidden in the circles to help guide the way. If you uncover an X, go back and try again. So this one, okay, this one should be easy. So it's a start. I mean, it's made for 3-year-olds. So there you go. So you got to go 1 to the right, and then you got to go. That actually is a down arrow. It just looks like really like shit against that yellow. And you got to go 1 to the right, and then another 1 to the right. Yeah, it's real hard to see. That shame on them. Could have just made it all red. It smells. It smells like alcohol. 1 down. Another 1 down. 1 to the left. 1 down. 1 to the left. 1 to the left. 1 up. 1 up. He's taking the long way around. 1 to the left. 1 to the left. 1 down. I can't tell. I think it's down. 1 down. 1 down. Okay, so that X is on purpose then, because this is down, 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 X. Go back and try another direction. So it totally just like lied to me. 1 to the right, 1 down. So that they must have thrown that X in there on purpose. 1 to the right, 1 to the right, 1 down, 1 to the left, 1 to the left. Come on, we're almost there. 1 to the left. You could have went down, you son of a bitch. 1 down, 1 to the right, 1 to the right. Finish. So let's see what's in here. Oh, there he is, Red Skull. So there you go. There you have it. So they threw that X in there on purpose. As this dries out, you can kind of see the white a little bit better. Can we color Iron Man in, you think? Yes, we can. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Gosh, how awesome is that? See, and as I do this, I think of other things too, like praying crayons. There were the crayons that like had like a, Crayola had the paper, has the paper sleeves around the crayons. Almost feels like cardboard, kind of rough. And then Prang had like a waxy paper around it, so that like when you held it, it was smooth, almost like it was still like it felt like a crayon around a crayon. And the colors were popping and bright, and they would put them in like this red case, carrying case. You just open it up, and you had crayons laid out instead of top open box. So that's obviously going to be the Hulk. Avengers are in trouble. It needs some extra firepower. Connect the dots in numerical order. Well, I'm not going to do that. I just want to do like one more thing. This superhero and supervillain have been battling since World War II. They both got their powers from a similar super soldier serum, but with drastically different results. Color the picture, find out who they are. Well, you can tell by the shield who one of them is. Let's color the shield. This is fantastic. Look at that. It's even got like gradient coloring in there somehow. All right. Let's color this in. Oh, here's another shield. There's Cap right there. I wonder if this dries out or if they give you enough. For some reason, I was thinking like back in the day, I'm sure I had, a couple that would dry out on me before I could finish. I'm not pressing hard. It's very light. So now that's... See, because sometimes you like going over stuff, and you might be going over stuff that doesn't require it to be colored in, so technically you're wasting the marker. But anyway, so that's 2 with Red Skull. Finish coloring him in, and see, like you can do, looks like you can do the rest of it. We got a sky going on here. The buildings are gray. Kind of drab. Oh, look at, there's more here. Oh yeah. Like he's throwing it. That alcohol smell. No need to drink when you're using this book, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so that's good enough. That's good enough. Let's look at one more, something a little bit more simple maybe. Black Panther. Color all the Black Panthers, find the 2 that match. Well, we're not going to do that. As you can see, it kind of leaks through too, unfortunately. Back in the day, they used to perforate pages so you could rip them out, which was nice too, because even after you're done with anything, like coloring books and all that shit, you could rip them out and hang them up. It would have been nice if they would have done that with these, because they leak through. Anyway. Here's another, like a maze thing. Here's something with Ant-Man. Black Panther is tracking down villains. Color the picture to see which path leads to which one. So it's like a whole thing or something I gotta do. We're gonna half-ass this one. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's on some kind of grassy field. Then I guess even when you're done with this and it dries, you could take a marker and like fill in the lines or something, or maybe draw a line to your favorite villain. Let's just go down to Loki here. It's Loki down there, sorry. There's a lot to color here, but it's, you just, that Red Skull. Alright. That's going to do it, and we'll see you guys on the next video.